Hi everybody, Bloom Stitch Rita here, and happy Thursday to you. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. And I have completed finally the quilt covered journal that I have been working on, that I've alluded to in a couple of my previous videos. It is a 10 in length, 10 by 6, I believe it is. And this is a vintage doily that I had put on, an entire doily. It is just, it's really, really pretty, that doily is. And then we have the vintage image, this beautiful lady, and then some trim on the sides. This is from a little tablecloth that I had cut apart. It's pretty chunky, and it is a neutral tone, really creamy. I'm really drawn to these soothing creamy tones lately. So no pink in here, no blue in here. This is the creamy toned journal. So that's what we have, and I just want to give you a flip through of the journal. Again, it is soft cover quilt covered, and here's this little cabinet card of this beautiful little girl. Just love, love, love. This is printable from Etsy that I have grunged up and coffee dyed. This is all coffee dyeing. So most of the paper in here has been coffee dyed. Yeah, so this really has a vintage feel. And then there's another cabinet card here. This lady, just so, so beautiful. This is a vintage, part of the vintage tablecloth. I love, love, love it. That's all I have. I don't have any more of that left. So, and we have an applique here. This is from a quilted pillowcase, but there are pearls in here. So when you turn the page, right here, then what you have is a little window, a little peek. So you can see that lady on the previous page. I have done this one other time, and I was inspired by Shabby Soul. Susie, I think is her name. I think she had done that before. That was my inspiration, and I've done it in one other journal before. Then I have this big, big ribbon here, bow. I couldn't think of the name. Really soft. And on this side we have, this is a curtain that I cut apart, and it had a really pretty, the bottom portion had houses and trees. There's some sheep that you can see. And then this is just a crocheted piece, a vintage one. And then I have rusted, there's a little rusted scissors and button on a bob pin. And then in here, in this pocket, I have a few things. I'm not going to take everything out, but I was going to show you this big tag that I made with this really soft bow on the top. And this is an applique with some cheesecloth under it. Huge tag for you to use for whatever you want. There is a rusted clip on this side which holds on to this cabinet card on here. It's a printed cabinet card. And then we have another printed cabinet card on this side, and a few other goodies, old book page, and other goodies in this pocket. Then this one I stenciled with texture paste on this side, and there's a vintage crochet piece there. Also on this side, this is so pretty, vintage crochet piece. And again, I stenciled on here, and a pocket. And then this little flower, I just tucked it in here. All right, we have a belly band, a lace belly band here with a cabinet card. Then this one is from a vintage children's magazine, February 1955. Just a page from that. And this is a printable from, I believe it My Porch Prints. It's either Shabby Dabby Doodah or My Porch Prints. Anyways, I can't remember all my printables. And then this is an altered paper clip on the top here. This little girl is actually an altered paper clip holding on to some goodies for you to discover. Another cabinet card, and then this is a flip out with a little message under it. Now on this side I have this huge doily, crochet doily, just a half of it that I actually sewn in here. There's a ton of sewing in this journal that I have done. And on top of this doily I have a little journal. This is an actual little journal in here, mini journal, a blank journal with a little collage on the cover, and it's tied with a little fluffy chiffon ribbon. I'm not going to open it, but that's for you to discover. I actually left the page blank. Can you believe that? To write on. Here is a pocket. There's a vintage postcard, an actual postcard in there, and of course other goodies. And on this little paper doily I have just a little book. This is from a vintage big book of oh, I can't remember what it's called now. You know what I'm talking about. This paper, ledger paper. I can't think. Yeah, I have here this printable. I believe it's Vintage by Me. It's so pretty, and I really grunged it up. It was grungy to begin with, but I coffee dyed it and crumpled it, and then I put this beautiful lace. I only had this piece, and I wanted to use it in one. This beautiful lace cover. It's so soft, so soft. So it's a lift up for you to write under, and then on this side we have a little lift up here, and then we have a mini pocket on this side in a collage, and this is I hand sewn bits and pieces of fabric and lace, and I cut out a little heart from a quilt and hand sewn a button on it. So that's what that is. And this is the other side of that this grunged up Vintage by Me paper, and another side of that pocket with goodies, another pocket, such a pretty applique here, all kinds of goodies in here, and then a belly band with that vintage tablecloth. I told you guys that I had, yeah, this is one piece of that, and this is the remainder, so that used up the entire tablecloth that I had left of that. Made that into a belly band in here. Little key ring here on a ball pin. And then here's another cabinet card, which is a tuck spot. I have tags, scrappy notepad, and a piece of a ledger, that handwritten ledger from 1919 it is. And this is just a piece of that handwritten ledger. And this is really soft, this piece here, just really soft. This folds out for you to write under, and then here is a paper clip, and oh, I have to show you guys this. So this paper clip, let's put that aside, is holding on to this, which just folds out for you to write under. This is a big applique, but what I wanted to really show you is on this side. This is what the paper clip is holding on this side. There's a little collage, but in here is what I really wanted to show you. We went on a walk the other day, and I picked violets, the wild violets, and I pressed them under one of my kids' weight plates in a book, and I'm putting in here one of my little violets. Such a pretty little violet. Yeah, just a little pressed flower for you. So I will rearrange that later. All right, we have a lift here, big flap with some pretties on here, really soft fabric that I put a little trim on. Oh, and this is, I just actually during the night, when I couldn't sleep, I came up with this idea, and it's really simple. Let's take this off, this paper clip here. Well, let me show you first what it's holding on to this side. Oh yeah, I gotta show you this. Anyways, sorry. Let's go back to this side, because I get just too excited. So this is, I have some old book pages here. What I did is I stacked them. So you open this up, then you got to open this up, then you have to open this up, and then here's a little letter for you. And there's a little message inside. I'm not going to show what it is, but there's a little mini letter for you. So, okay, let's go to the next page. I wanted to show you what I had here. So let's put this. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna show you. This is from my latest antique finds from the antique mall that I went to. This receipt book from, I don't even know how old it is. And I put one of the receipts in here. It has such a beautiful patina, and the printing is just gorgeous on there. So I'm just including that in here for you to use as you wish. And it's just here with this rusted, a little bit rusted paper clips. And then we have a side pocket situation going on here. It's a double side pocket. Scrappy notepad in here. And then a tag in this one. And then on the bottom, we have this flip out to write under. And on the back, this is an actual 1905 letter. Envelope that I put in here, and I stenciled on it with the texture paste, and I put this beautiful applique on the top. And then I have an applique here with this pretty button. So, and there's goodies in this pocket. This applique that you see here, right here, is also on the front inside cover, right here. And that's all I have. I don't think I have any more of that. It's beautiful. It's a very creamy color. So there you go. This is my creamy journal, creamy neutral toned journal. So that's what I have to share right now. And I was just gonna say that I am actually pivoting a little bit. I'm starting something new to me. I have done little bits and pieces of it, but I've been really inspired by Angie Bunner. I'm sure that a lot of you have known of her work, and some of the French style journal making that she has been doing. So I am looking into that, researching that, and I really want to make a journal like that. So that's what's hopefully coming up for me next. But I will be back. I'm not sure when. You guys have a great weekend, and peace out.